Hi everyone, how are you? It's Alex.Carroll with England Volkers in Victoria, and once again I'm bringing you our local real estate update. Now that the month of May has concluded, I hope you're all feeling the same kind of warm, fuzzy feelings that I've been feeling with things like restaurants reopening and our daily lives feeling that much more normal. But with that being said, we're still pretty far removed from a typical spring market in Victoria, as I will recap in the stats here. So we had 457 sales in May, 1,095 new listings, and just over 2,500 active listings. Compare that to last year, we had 848 sales, just over 1,600 new listings, and just over 3,000 active listings. So quite a ways down from a spring market like last year's, and even further removed from a very active year. So May 2016, we had over 1,300 sales. All that said, there is some positivity and buyer confidence coming back into the market here after the slowest April on record in 30 years. I find it's helpful to break it into more segments than just those bare stats, so that you can see what's really going on the ground in Victoria. So a lot of clients will ask me about the core neighborhoods and single family detached specifically. So we had 88 sales among 209 new listings. Now when I say core neighborhood, I mean Victoria, Vic West, Esquimalt, Oak Bay, View Royal, Saanich East, Saanich West. So those stats, 88 and 209, do mirror the general stats for Victoria to some degree. The one stat that's a little bit more, or the one segment I should say, that's a little bit more concerning is our condo segment. So we had 110 sales from 831 active listings. Now there are more of those listings sitting on the market currently because many of them are not owner occupied. So when you have a developer with a brand new unit or an Airbnb, for example, that's sitting vacant, of course there's less risk of transmission of the virus. So people are feeling comfortable listing their properties for sale. For the time being, people have still held off to some degree on listing their homes in other neighborhoods, especially when they're owner occupied. And as that inventory level has stayed historically low in Victoria, it means that our prices in single family especially are not being affected as of yet. Those condo numbers constitute 7.5 months of inventory, which means in my eyes, as that gap expands a little bit further, there is going to be some downward pressure on prices. So expect condos to be a little bit more volatile moving forward and single family to remain quite stable in my eyes, despite some news that across the country we are facing some potential decline. The CEO of CMHC, the Canada Mortgage and Housing Corporation, predicted that prices across the country could decline between 9 to 18%. I don't believe that's the case in Victoria, but it is alarming to hear that from a corporation that essentially has controlled the mortgage market and prices to some degree over the last decade. A lot of banks now are saying that up to 20% of their mortgages are in deferral, and with that deferral cliff looming in September, October, that means that across the country, there will be some mortgage delinquencies and foreclosures coming. Again, I think that's less likely to be the case here in Victoria. So relative to our local market, I think single family will remain quite stable, and condos potentially and more affordable homes could be more volatile until more people start buying them. Beyond that, if you have questions about your specific property, feel free to reach out to me. I was a part of a few transactions recently where we had some pent-up demand captured by a specific home in a specific price point in an attractive area. So there is a strategy to that, but I think at this time of year, you really want to look attractive and have the right strategy to get in front of the right people right away and capture interest. It's Alex Carroll with England Volkers, 250-889-9060, alex.carroll@evrealestate.com. Look forward to hearing from you.